Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So another vegan food review for you today. Now today I'm looking at a flavoured almond milk. Right here. Flavoured almond milk. This is from the brand Australia's Own, so I've reviewed their AO range of drinks, they call them. That's the pea protein milks. So I saw this one, and of course the reason I picked it up is because it's iced coffee flavour. So, as you know, if you've seen some other videos, I do like to try the coffee flavoured items because usually they are pretty crap. But it's always interesting to see who's got a good coffee flavour. I think the best coffee flavour I've had so far is from the brand H2 Cocoa, which was a coconut water. But I haven't actually had a good iced coffee milk. Actually, I think I had one that, what's it called? That Mocha Noir I think I tried recently. That was actually pretty good. So it'll be interesting to see what this one comes out like. Let me see what the ingredients are in this. It's sweetened with erythritol and stevia, so not too good for those ones. I don't really like to eat those two particular ones. I mean, erythritol and stevia, I mean, usually things like stevia, for example, like the process used to extract it from the leaves, the sugar, isn't necessarily the most chemical-free process, so I don't usually like to eat these sort of sugars. But anyway, I guess it is what it is. Mostly water, some almonds, some coffee powder, vegetable gums, which will help thicken it. Acidity regulators, that usually stops things splitting, and just whatever. So, it says vegetarian friendly. I don't know why it doesn't say vegan friendly. I can't see anything that's not vegan on here, but I don't know. Here's what it is. Let's see, they've written a little thing on the back here. It says, "This iced coffee is so good we just had to bottle it. Because a delicious dairy-free coffee is a perfect guilt-free pick-me-up." Whatever the hell. I don't really get most of this marketing bullshit they put in it, but whatever. Let's just get into it. I think we have to shake it. Shake well. I always check that first because I don't shake it if they don't say to shake it. Just because it makes their product worse if they don't tell me to. So let's have a go. This was in the warm section where they have the long life milks, which if you buy almond milk, you'll know that's the only section you buy milk from, usually. So I had to put this in the fridge myself. Anyway. It's really slippery, all the water all over it. Hold on a second, I'm not getting grip. Yeah, let's find out. A very strong coffee smell. Promising so far. Let's get a cup. Very thick and creamy. Hopefully not too thick and creamy. Well, let's start with positives. It's extremely creamy, and I do mean very creamy. It's actually creamier than even the coconut milks. I don't know why that's so thick. Yeah, no idea. A lot of vegetable gum, I guess. So, if you like it creamy, that's pretty good. Let's see. It's not sweet, which is good. But then you've got a problem when it comes to the coffee. The coffee flavour has a nice smell, but it's a really weak sort of coffee. I mean, if you usually have your coffee with a lot of like milks in it, or a lot of milk and not a strong amount of coffee, then that should be good for you. But if you're looking for something with a strong coffee flavour, this isn't hitting the mark on that one. Like I said, it's not to say it's bad, but I just feel like coffee should have more of that, how do you put it, a bit more of a bite to it. You know what I mean? It's like, if it doesn't have that bite, then it's not really exactly coffee. It's like, it feels like something that's been flavored with coffee rather than something that's just actually supposed to be the actual coffee beans, which is a weird way to explain it, but best way I can explain it for that. So I always find a coffee is a letdown if it doesn't have that slightly bitter, you know, sort of hit to it to make it really coffee-ish. So a bit underwhelming in the coffee, but it is drinkable, I suppose. Yeah, pretty much it. And I'm not really enjoying how creamy it is, because when I say it's really creamy, it's extremely creamy. It's leaving like a weird fat sort of feel in your mouth. Which isn't nice, because it's the same sort of feel you get if you eat things like dairy milk, for example. When I used to have that, that leaves that sort of fatty mouth sort of feel to it. This one does too, but it's more gluey actually. Yeah, the after-fill in my mouth tastes like I've eaten some glue. So, a bit too thick and creamy, a bit not enough coffee, but if you like creamy wheat coffee, then this is definitely for you, that's for sure. Creamy wheat coffee. If you like coffee that's not extremely creamy and actually has a nice coffee flavour, not this one. But anyway, that's just how it is with these sort of things. Actually, in thinking about it now, what it's actually equivalent to is if you've ever had an iced coffee at a cafe. I mean, if you get that often, you'll know that's weak sort of coffee and it's a really creamy sort of drink. If you do like to buy iced coffee at a cafe, this probably tastes exactly like that, because it is like that. Like I said, it's really creamy and it's got a small amount of coffee in the bottom. But I still personally think that it could be much stronger in coffee flavour, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. But like I said, it's really creamy and it doesn't have too strong a coffee flavour, but it definitely doesn't taste bad overall, so it might be worth picking up if you're a fan of iced coffee, which I guess is what it is. Right, so if you've got any other recommendations for products, I mean, more coffee products are good, let me know about those, I'll try those out. But that is it for this video, so thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. So I should probably clear up this review. Now you see, when I reviewed this coffee milk, I had previously drunken something else. It was like some sort of passion fruit juice or something. And the problem with that was it left like a weird sort of aftertaste in my mouth, which I didn't notice. Because I was drinking this coffee milk later on today, and I actually found that it tastes really nice. It's not as bad as I thought it was. And I think it's because I had drunken something previously that I probably shouldn't have done. So I probably need to change this review. I mean, I'll still put the review up. You've just seen the review, obviously. But I'm going to change it to say, yes, you definitely should buy this, because this is pretty much really, really good. It's really creamy, really, really creamy. Like I said, and that actually is really nice. It's not as bad as I thought it was. The coffee flavour, I'm not going to say it was really strong, but it was definitely strong enough for what it is. This is like the perfect sort of iced coffee that you could possibly get. I mean, it's probably, yeah, I think it is the nicest coffee milk I've had, definitely. The nicest coffee flavour still goes to H2 cocoa, therefore get the nicest coffee flavour for a drink. But definitely for the nicest coffee milk, that's definitely worth picking up. So I'm changing my review and saying definitely pick this up.